Generate by AI.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Friday night of Let's Talk Benchrest with KYRimfireandHobbies. Had a couple of off weeks, been traveling, went to see my parents for Christmas last Friday before last. So Hasbro ran the show for me, and I was in the side chat. And last weekend, Justin and I was in Pennsylvania at Rimfire Dave's house, and we were up there having a good time, just visiting with Dave. And Justin got to learn the things that he needed to learn to start doing a little bit of work on some rifles himself. He actually built his first rifle, and he talked Dave out of it and brought it home with him. So that was an exciting weekend. I know you guys heard some of that last week because we were on Friday night from Dave's living room, but we spent all day Saturday with him and half a day Sunday, and then drove home. So we'll talk a little bit about our trip there and back and in between. And our topic for tonight was requested by one of our viewers. Daryl Gibbs requested us talk about how we hold on to our rifle while we're shooting from the bench. And what he means by that is, do we like free recoil, or do we lightly touch the gun, or do we hold it with a firm grip? And I encourage you guys in the side chat to tell us how you shoot from the bench. Do you feel more comfortable with a good hold on the rifle, or do you try to take all the pressure off of it that you can and let it do its own thing? So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring the guys out of the back room, get this show rolling. And the side chat's already going to town. I just saw someone flash by there on the screen from Mount Sterling. So welcome in there. And I'm in Mount Sterling quite often. I work for a power line company, and I'm always over in that area doing work. So actually, I'm in Georgetown right now doing work, so I'm not too far from you now. So anyways, and Jose said someone else signed on here and was leaving the comments earlier that was a new subscriber. Then the name done left my mind, but he was at that. There it is. Chippo Outdoors 5325. He's a new subscriber, and he was at the range with Jose today and found out about us, and he subscribed. So thank you for that. Glad to have you. Hope we bring you some satisfying content. But up first, we got Rimfire Dave.
Oh. Hi, everybody. Good to be here. Good to see you all. We have a busy night tonight, so we're going to get on moving.
Are you recuperated?
Oh, I'm in good shape.
Yeah. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I hope I have your energy when I'm 75 years old.
You will.
So up next, we got Justin Lowe.
Howdy, guys. Glad to be with you tonight. We had a good weekend last weekend visiting Dave, and hopefully it won't be the last time we're up in Pennsylvania.
No, that definitely not. Beautiful country up that way. So the farthest north Justin and I both had ever been was Winchester, Virginia, and
on 81.
And we went on that end of, So we got to see some scenery that we'd never seen. Man, Dave's got a river up there close to his house. There's parts of that river, it's probably half a mile wide. It's really not it didn't appear to be a real deep river. It's just really wide.
Beautiful scenery through the mountains.
Oh, yeah, beautiful. So up next, we got Hasbro from Hasbro's Hide.
Hey, guys. I'm just doing a little side chatting there with my good buddy Chips, Mohi 303. We're going to be picking him up just about 9 o'clock in the morning and going to a really nice auction. So he's a good fellow. You know, he's donated a lot of good stuff to prizes and things over the years. And so just shout out for him. And glad to be with you guys.
my question is, are you going to pick Chips up and bring him to the meet and greet?
Hey, he is more than welcome.
I know we tried to get him to come last year, so
I'll talk
with him at the Hyde.
Like, I'm going to pick him up taking the auction. I don't have to take him home unless he agrees to go to the shoot. So, that's how it works.
hold him hostage. Yeah, there you go. So, up next, we got J Delta 22NC.
Good evening. Thank you for having me. Ready to have some fun.
So it was 50 in the 50s and 60s here today. I guess you got a little warmer, maybe?
Yeah, 70.
70 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'll be 48 on Monday, but it was 70 today.
Really weird. I was riding around at work yesterday with the windows down, and it's
Yes.
first of January. It's crazy. Welcome to Kentucky. So
Yeah.
Up next, we got Steve from living in Southwest Virginia.
Hello. I hope everybody's doing good tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, we went through Virginia last week, but we didn't go your way. We went above you.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, we had a great time.
Yeah.
So, and last but not least, we got George from Southern Rifle.
Last and least, I'd imagine.
Well,
Save the best for last.
it warmed up so much this week that George came out of hibernation and shot some challenge targets.
Wow.
I made three damn videos, and one of them I could post.
Oh wow! Well,
Is that from all the swearing, or
it's what happens when you go into hibernation.
No, I honestly just shot so damn bad.
You're supposed to show those too.
Yeah.
I ain't about that shit.
Yeah. I don't think you shot worse than I shot that video with the SK semi-auto. I mean,
There you go,
Yeah.
folks. You heard it
Way to
first.
be human.
George is
I didn't do that,
terrific.
man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about 3-inch groups, 4-inch groups. So
You damn right I do.
bet your rifle finally had it with you for shooting all that other stuff you put through?
well, I got another video coming out tomorrow morning, and it was probably the ammo. We'll see. Or the action screws, or both. But I think it was the ammo. And the shooter, of course. It was the shooter.
Dave, you want to reconsider building him a rifle after all that kind of ammo he's putting through it?
Wait a minute. I'm going to build a rifle. I didn't say it was for him.
Okay.
He said, I'll buy it.
No, it'll be for me again, and you'll sell it to him at the last minute. That's how it's
That's
gonna
right.
work.
We got
Hey.
questions popped up here, guys, and we'll go ahead and answer it before we get too carried away here in the side chat. What is preferred more for bench rest shooting? Front adjustable rest and rear adjustable bag rest? Thanks, guys, for the live chats that are always full of information. So, depending on what class you're shooting in, so if you're shooting in unlimited, you can shoot on a one-piece rest, and that's that it does take a lot of work out of it. A lot of people put me down for shooting off of a one-piece rest and says that's not shooting, but I invite anybody to try. I invite anybody to try to shoot off a one-piece rest. I guarantee you can still miss, because if you can't read conditions, that rest don't do you no good.
Yep.
And so anything below an unlimited class, it's usually a front rest and a rear bag. But I have saw those adjustable rear rests. In fact, Dave Gardner had one while we was visiting him, and I got to look it over really good. I like those. They're really nice. But I've never shot off of an adjustable rear, always just a front adjustable. So we'll go around the room. Hasbro, what do you like?
Very good question. As far as rests go, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I like what I have, but it's not the best. I really do want to get a really nice one-piece rest or the ransom rest setup that I shot off on Elijah's. His was really nice. So he had the fully adjustable ransom rest on the front, but then he also had the adjustable rear rest. Between the two, it's almost one piece, right? Not quite. But then I shot off of yours, Chad, with Blondie, and it's like between that gun and that rest, that was incredible. That was really something else. So that would be my preference, would be the full one piece, but I only shoot off a front rest and rear bag now.
Dave,
Yes, sir.
what's your preference?
I shoot the maximum allowed in that event. If it's allowed a one-piece rest, absolutely one piece all the way. If I shoot factory and I have to shoot two rests, then I shoot a one-piece rest. I mean, a front rest that is probably, in my opinion, one of the best out there. That's why I have it, and I've shot on them all.
And that is a Randolph.
It is a Randolph. They are by far, in my opinion, one of the best rests. And the rear bag, I have a video I put out on rear bags. Your rear bag has to fit your gun. Everybody says, well, I have a bag. Well, if you don't have the right bag, you might as well just shoot off a soda pop can or a ball of socks. Your rest has to fit your gun properly.
Yep.
You know, and I don't know. I probably have at least 20 rear bags out in my shop because all stocks in the back are different. And if your stock in the back doesn't fit your bag, you don't have stability. And without stability, it's hard to shoot accurately. You can shoot, but not accurately.
I thought that was just because you got bored and you lived down the road from Protector.
Did you look at my gun cabinet and see how many guns were in there?
There's a lot of different profile stocks, yes. So, and you showed me that when the first time I ever met you, you had been watching my videos and I was shooting off of a Protector bag, but it wasn't correct for my application. So
right.
First time I ever met Dave, he goes, trade me bags. I brought you something. And he put that bag up and my rifle fit it better and I shot better off of it too. So he is 100% correct. You got to have the right profile bag for the rifle you're shooting, and not any of the rifles are the same. So some of them got a little more slope to the stock.
The width of the
Let's
stock.
get what fits. So, yep. All right, Justin, what about you, buddy?
I mostly shoot, Protector rear bag and front bag on a mechanical front rest. I got a Cobwell Gen 1 Rock front rest, and I made my own adjustable heads for them. And, the bags have to fit the gun. And if not, you're getting wobble and inconsistency. So it really matters. The more rigid your setup is, the more accurate you're going to be.
Yep, I agree with that.
Yep.
So, Jose, I know you are you have been introduced to Benchrest deeply now, but at one time you was primarily a bipod shooter, right?
Yeah, we used to shoot front rests, and I got the regular front rest for not a commercial free for Catwell, but I have a front rest, rear bag. I got two other full pieces. Now I'm shooting out of the bipod and a cookie bag, but I'm seriously looking for a joystick from rest. So, yeah.
And speaking of bipods, Tommy 22's in the side chat, and he came down and shot UBR with us a week or so ago, and he shoots off of a Tier 1 F-class style bipod, which swings out really wide, and it's looked very, very stable. Probably one of the best looking bipods I've ever seen to shoot off the bench with. And he does really well with it. He had some top-notch scores that day. So
I shot Jose's Rimex to that kind of setup, and they are definitely very, very stable.
Yep. Yep. So Rustic Rimfire, if you watch Rustic Rimfire's channel, you'll see him shooting off of a Sinclair F-class bipod as well, and it's very stable.
He has a PQP, adjustable rear rest.
Yep,
shoots
he
off
is,
of.
and he is. Yep, he does have one of the adjustable rear rests.
A PQP
So,
brand.
Hey, Chad, just thought I'd mention this real quick. We got a new guy out there in the chat from Chile. So that may be one of the farthest we've seen on the show away. So welcome,
Wow,
Patagonia
yeah,
Air Guns Chile.
there, yeah, awesome. I'll just
Yeah,
my
we're
word of
TJ.
advice is stay away from that Boomstick Mark V chip.
There you go.
He'll get you in trouble. I'm just kidding, Boom.
No, he's not.
There's another name I've never seen before. Roy Cressinger.
Oh, is he on? Roy, are you on there?
Oh,
Let me
that's
find out.
Roy.
Roy, you know who Roy is.
That's Dave's buddy, Roy. He went
Yeah.
out with us. He spent the day with us Saturday.
Yeah.
He's coming down to meet everybody in April.
Yeah.
That's the coffee and donut guy, ain't it?
That's
Yeah.
the coffee and donut guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's him, huh?
George pays attention.
I do.
Must have been
Good to
the
see
Even
donut.
when I sleep, I forget it, though.
So, yeah, Tommy's shooting off of a Tier 1 front bipod and a mechanical rear. There's Hillbilly in the side chat. He shoots off of an ironing board. He might have graduated from that now. He's getting better. Look at Hillbilly over there on his channel. He's went from mediocre to, man, he's cleaned some targets here lately. He was one of the first ones to clean Hasbro's target. Elk on the shelf.
Yeah, but he moved it closer, Instead of getting all better equipment, he just went from 50 to 10 yards.
Yeah, he for sure wasn't shooting that BCA barrel. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
Hillbilly, you're out there. I showed those guys a live bore cam of that bore after I worked on it.
Crafty Fireman says he's shooting with a Rock BR up front and just upgraded to a Protector 3-inch wide front to fit the plates and the foregrip.
Pouring grip.
Using the rear protector bag. Yep, those plates, man, those are nice. They're nice if you got a 3-inch rest and you could just put a plate on your smaller ones and you don't have to adapt. You just put them in the 3-inch bag. That's really nice. Hasbro had an example of that just a little while ago. So
I'll hold up here because I just got these to put on my and shoots.
So if you got any kind of an Arca rail on the bottom of your stock, you can make a plate similar to this right here and make it fit into a 3-inch bag. And that will steady up your rifle also. But now you have to be careful with that because some range rules won't allow that. So
some classes won't allow it.
Yeah, some classes, yep. So like Dave said, whatever your class allows, max it out because it's an
Play
advantage.
the game.
It's an advantage. Yep. So last person we got was Steve. Did you go?
No.
No, I didn't.
Okay,
You guys know, I'm real new at Benchrest, so I've been kind of fiddling around with different things, but I'm shooting off of a Caldwell BR and a rear bag.
Mm-hmm. I seen you shopping on the tailgate the other day. You ain't looking at one of them custom rest heads, are you?
Well, I'd like to have a set of those. Talk to Justin more about that.
Do they make a front end
golden
plate for a JM Ballard? I don't think they make that, do they?
Not
no,
that I know of.
no.
JB Weld.
JB Weld.
JB
Yeah.
Weld.
There you go.
JB Weld, the JM Ballard.
Rustic Rimfire says he also has custom Arca bag riders coming to use on his Bald Eagle front rest.
Good idea.
So
We got George.
Jamie Gentile 9557 says, Dave, I appreciate your advice and fellowship at the ARA matches. I really love this sport. So that's somebody you know, Dave.
Who is it? George?
Nope. Jamie Gentile.
Oh, that's Roy's son-in-law.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, they're both on.
thank you,
Good
Dave.
for you.
Awesome.
Hi, Jamie.
Dave's bringing us in some viewers. There's Steve from the Hyde. He says he pieced together an old rock from Caldwell and a rear bag. There's unknown origin for me.
It's about as bad as this one.
Oh yeah, Cooter uses a brown bag of pinto beans for a rear rest. Yep. Hope they don't get soggy.
Hope they don't sprout.
Yeah.
Jay Crow, he's into 3D printing, so he makes all kinds of neat stuff. Y'all you go check out his channel and figure out how to get a hold of him. Ammo trays. Look here, he says Arca back for the pick rail.
Back riders. Yeah.
Bag riders. Yep. Front rest adapters. So there you go. There's your hookup.
Oh, good. I need a couple new ones.
And Everything 22 says, what are your thoughts on bolt shims? Before we answer that, let's let George have his turn at what he uses or what he likes with the bag setup, rest setup.
I don't use one piece rest. Just simple fact, I can't get comfortable being in a wheelchair. I can't get comfortable using one of them because they're usually set too high.
Get on the show.
I'm doing some stuff.
And
I'll be in that.
I've used them all. I've used adjustable rear and adjustable front. I'm gonna go back to adjustable rear this year and try to run this season with one of the PQP rear adjustable rest. I've shot off everything though. I prefer a Zeb or a Farley, but I don't know whether my finances are going to allow me to have that this year or not.
Understandably, it can get expensive. It can.
Right.
So, Rusted Rimfire's already answering over here. He says, I think boat shims will destroy a B14R. They ruined my Bagara. So he's had a bad experience with boat shims. I've never used boat shims, so I can't speak to that. Only thing I've ever used shims wise was I used some barrel shims on a 1022 to change the headspace. Hasbro, have you got experience with boat shims?
Mm-hmm.
Hasbro, you're muted, buddy.
It's a better that way. I don't do bolt shims, but I have done barrel shims successfully on several different things, but not bolt shims.
I thought you shimmed the bolt on your CZ MTR or 457.
Yeah, that's one example. I did a 1903 Springfield too. I needed just a couple more thousands, and it was too deep, and I'd had to recut the end of the barrel and rechamber it, and I just put a shim in there. It was perfect. So occasionally I'll do it, but I try not to.
So Steve from the Hyde saying, sadly, my teaching schedule won't allow me taking off Thursday and Friday, unfortunately. Well, the good news is you could always drive down on Saturday because that's going to be the best day.
Yep.
So come down and see us
Friday
on
evening and
Saturday.
Shoot Saturday.
Yep.
I got the solution for him. There you go, Steve.
Case of COVID. All right. So, anybody else on the panel got experience with shimming a boat, and what's your thoughts on them, Dave?
Well, first of all, shimming a bolt for any ARA match, ABRA, or any matches that is sanctioned is illegal. So, just so you know that. So if you go ahead and put bolt shims in and you go to an ARA match and they find out it's a DQ, you're disqualified. Secondly, if I'm going to put bolt shims, my question to you is, why are you putting them in there? you don't even know what your headspace is, and now you're sticking bolt shims in. That's a good way to ruin your rifle. So if you don't have the experience of changing your headspace, you can do it one of two ways: move the bolt ahead or move the barrel back. So naturally, rookies put shims in the bolt. But if you don't know what your headspace is, how much shim do you put in? It's a calculated guess, which is putting you in an area where you shouldn't be anyways. So my opinion on bolt shims, don't do it. Don't do it. I hope I explained it as easy as I can.
Clear as mud. No, I'm just kidding.
I
So
got the
there's
don't part.
Mike Moore from Empty Pockets Paint Shop is in the side chat. He's been in trouble on Facebook. I guess Facebook seen his business on Facebook is inappropriate, so they kind of took him down there for a little bit. He's asking for a review. I saw that earlier. Hope you get that lined out, buddy.
I'd like to add a little bit about the bolt shimming thing there, Chad.
Yeah, go ahead.
So one misconception about bolt shimming, and it's probably what Dave is trying to construe, is from the bolt face to the, where the rim of the cartridge goes in the face of the bolt. That depth there is what's really controlling the headspace. You can have the bolt to the face of the barrel, and that's all you're going to get. Whatever that thickness is on the bolt face is really what's dictating you on headspace a lot. You can shim, all you're really doing is taking out the tolerance of the bolt, just the bolt lockup.
Messing with the lugs.
Yeah. You're just making the bolt lockup tighter is all you're really doing.
That's all.
So there's Mike Conley in there saying, yes, right, Dave, no shims. He's a competitive shooter. And here's a question it says a question for the Benchrest Masters. Well, I don't know if we're masters.
Wow.
I sold my Victrix 22LR that I had set up for 50 meters Benchrest shooting. I bought a Trident and a 2500X, and both of which came with Bartlein barrels. Is it a good barrel? Bartlein barrels.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Damn Skippy.
Absolutely. One of the best.
Some of the
Yep.
best.
They're very good.
So
No, actually, no. They're terrible. I'll send you a couple BCA barreled actions and we'll just trade.
Yeah, send them back. Yeah.
Yeah.
how you want to trade?
Messing with the guy from Chile.
Yeah.
So Jay Crow says he has a Bartlein in his Voodoo, and it's a phenomenal barrel.
Yeah, they are.
So, all right. So let's go ahead and move on to our main topic, and that is how do we hold our rifles when it's on the rest on the bench and you're about to squeeze that trigger off? So,
Like this.
do you just touch the trigger and nowhere else? Do you load your shoulder into the rifle? I'll just go around the room and let everybody talk about, and it may be different per gun, per rest. I know when I'm on a one-piece rest, I try not to touch anything but the trigger because most of my guns that I shoot on a one-piece rest, you just barely got to touch the trigger to make it go off anyway. But if I have a gun that I'm shooting from a two-piece rest and the trigger is, say, a pound or more, or even a half a pound or more, I may put my shoulder into that gun just to steady it while I'm pulling that trigger, because a harder trigger is going to likely cause you to move the rifle. So I try not to put a lot of pressure on my cheek on the rifle anytime, but like I said, a one-piece rest, I'm just trying to use the trigger. Two-piece rest, if it's a heavier trigger, I will load my shoulder into the rifle just a little bit. So, Hasbro?
Well, you kind of took exactly what I was going to say. The heavier the trigger, the more I'll lean my shoulder into it. Barely touch my cheek. I just barely touch. I try not to touch too much at all. But sometimes I shoot like this. And that's my preferred stance. I just close my eyes and squeeze that trigger. You can see that in my latest videos. Like the crosshair's doing this.
So
But
I want to take a quick pause right there because the man that requested this topic tonight, he is watching. So everybody say, "Hey, Daryl."
Howdy, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl.
There.
Hey, now.
Daryl can't figure out how to work the side chat, so he says, "If I knew how to post in the side chat, I would. I'm going to have to figure that out. Thanks for discussing this topic this evening." You're welcome, sir. Thank you for helping me out with the topic this evening.
does he have a YouTube account? Because if he doesn't, that may be the chat problem.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you don't have an active YouTube account, that's probably why you can't type in the side chat. So Mike Conley come in there and said trigger only on most of them. Got a couple that pull a little shoulder on them. He puts a little shoulder on them. Rustic Rimfire says depends on the rifle. My Tika likes to be held tight. My second Tika likes to be locked down. And a few others I stay away from. I'm free recoil on them. That sounds like some of the women I've been with. The hide says light cheek and shoulder contact with the front of my 4 fingers on the grip as the vertical position as possible, and front pad on the trigger and a straight squeeze back. So, and Steve shoots pretty darn good. We've seen that firsthand.
Is that a shoot?
So, yeah, Rustic Rimfire says, copy that, Chad. Everything 22 says, along the same lines, what sight picture are you using? We'll get to that in a minute. Let's allow everybody else. Dave.
Oh, listen, I'm going to pass on that because I don't feel we have enough information to help this young man. First off, I don't know what kind of rest he's using. I don't know how much support his rifle has. I don't know about his rear bag, whether it's stable or is it moving. And so I don't know if what he's doing. So I think we're all just giving out things we do, which is helpful. But what he's doing wrong or not doing is I don't think I can talk about it.
Well, you just made some valid points just making that statement right there. So
Yeah.
every rifle's different, and you need to make sure you have the right setup for that rifle.
That's correct.
Yep.
And we don't know he has that.
Right. No, I do not know what he's working with. I just know what his request.
Correct. So
Jamie Gentile says hands off, all rest, shooting factory with the CZMTR and Zeb rest with the protector rear bag, and still haven't shot a 2500 in AR8, but I'm getting better.
yes, he is. He is. I know him personally.
Yep. Everybody says, does Daryl have a brother named Daryl?
Daryl.
Yeah, and another brother named Daryl.
Yeah.
Larry, Daryl, and Daryl.
Boathead 9136. Has anyone messed with the LEX shot? I'm thinking it maybe it would have
What that is.
I don't know what that is.
It sounds like one too many beers.
Steve, do you have any? How do you handle your rifles for the most part?
Yeah, I try to hold it with light pressure, and working on those fundamentals is something that I'm trying to concentrate on because I came from 40 years of hunting and leaning the rifle up on the side of the tree or whatever, and it's a whole different discipline.
You made a very valid point right there, and it's something I wanted to say, but I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. the key to all this is to practice, practice, practice. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Trigger time, trigger time, trigger time. If you're going to get good at shooting these rifles, you will invest a lot of money in spent ammo. So,
Absolutely.
Amen. Yes. Very good point.
J Delta.
Yep. I second the motion. Practice, practice, practice.
Yep.
Practice. People say practice makes perfect. I say practice makes permanent. So you don't practice your fundamentals, your breathing, trigger squeeze, all that good stuff. So I my cheek is on the rest, and you think I'm leaning on it, but I'm not. I just barely touching it, and I don't grab the where the trigger guard is. You rest there. I don't hang it there. I put my thumb on the side. The least contact that I have with that rifle, the best on my 22 LRs. And I depend on the trigger. Most of my triggers are 6 ounces or less, so I tap the trigger. Right? I always tap the trigger, hold my breathing, all that basic stuff. Now, when I'm using my centerfire rifles on my 308, I'm going to go re-zero tomorrow. I have to brace it a little bit because it's just the recoil. And I do also free recoils. Depends on the weather, the wind. So, but I do both.
Dave, this might help you with your answer, or you may just stay where you're at. I don't know, but Daryl he's got a private chat going on with me here in text, and he says he's shooting CZ-MTR, a CZ Varmint, a Tikka T1X, and a 1022 build. He shoots from a Caldwell front rest with a protector rear bag, and his triggers vary from 12 ounces to 16 ounces. And his Tikka and his 1022 are around 2 pounds. So that 2-pound trigger might be hurting you.
Ain't no might about it.
Yeah.
For Benchrest.
After shooting light triggers, I struggle with, really anything over a pound, pound and a half. I struggle because I've gotten so used to these 6 ounce or less triggers, So that's a hard transition to go from a light trigger back to a heavy trigger. It's tough. So, Dave, you got anything you want to add based on the information he shared with me there? Or?
Yeah, the Caldwell rest is used by a lot of shooters, basically because that's the top line unless you go to a very expensive front rest.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can improve on that front rest with a Caldwell, but they do have a lot of shortfalls, and people that use them, like I know Justin uses one, but he has a new top he made for it. So his top fits his gun much better. It's hard to get a Caldwell top to fit your gun, so it's good and solid in there. So it don't, because they wiggle all over. And you need to look at that to see that your rest is solid. Make sure all your legs are tight. Make sure that knobs are all tight. Your head's tight. All that stuff is going to affect your shooting in a big, big time. Like I put a video out last year, what affects a rimfire?
Everything.
And everybody knows the answer to that on this panel. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything affects a rimfire. So even the smallest minute thing that you think may be okay could be affecting you.
Yep.
So I would start at the front of the rest and check everything and then move back.
I see Mrs. Gardner.
Yeah, the boss is here.
So,
That poor lady.
real quick. So, Boathead has brought up the
Hi, Justin.
Hey,
X shot. So that is a instant computer scoring on the phone that's online.
yeah.
And Jay Crow answered and said they cannot get it to read accurately at their range. It would mess up about 3 targets per card. So there's the answer to that. It's not consistent. Speaking of consistency, let's go back up there to Steve's comment saying consistency. And I think what Steve means by that is when you do find what's working for you,
Keep doing it.
continue to do it. Now, one thing that helped me, believe it or not, and you don't have to make YouTube videos, you don't have to post them on YouTube, but video yourself shooting. And when you have a good day shooting, look at that video and see what you were doing right and continue to do that.
I want to add to Mr. Day said the cow weld. I got one. You know, it's nice, but no matter what I do, it's not stable. That's what I don't use it. You know, I can adjust the legs. You know, I tie it up. It comes loose. I've done everything I can. That's what I'm looking for, a good front rest joystick type. That's what I'm looking for.
Go on the side. Hi there, Mrs. That's Vanessa. She talks to me a lot.
So Caldwell is probably the most available rest to us because you can find them at any of your big box stores. You can run in and grab one and take it home. A Zeb or any of these others, they're going to be special order. You're going to have to wait on them. They're going to be more expensive, of course. So all this is a big rabbit hole. If you do it enough, you're going to empty your pockets. So
I'm going to, Chad, I'll bring this up again real quick. This consistency, because Steve knows this, Jose knows this, and I'm finding this out now that I got the scope mate. I can see that consistency. You can see in that crosshair what you're doing. You won't see everything, right? But you're going to see a lot of your breathing, your heart rate, pressure you put on the gun, how you pull the trigger. I consistently pull to the left, and you can see it in the scope mate if you slow it down. It's the most annoying thing, but I'm learning.
Yeah, you can see sometimes you think you are on the center, but you come to the left, or to the right. So
now everybody has
practice.
But me.
So Patagonia Airgun Chile says it's difficult to practice all the time because the wind is always over 50 kilometers. But if you're disciplined, you'll get good results in competitions. Yes, shoot in the wind. If it's a windy day and you turn around, go back in the house and don't go shoot, you're only hurting yourself.
Yeah.
Go shoot in the wind and figure out what your holds are and read that wind. And it's going to be different every time. So, but you can learn to do that.
You're watching TV instead of down here.
Everybody take a minute and say hello to the pretty lady.
Hello, pretty lady.
Hello, Mrs. Gardner.
That's Jose there. That's the Coconut King.
Yes.
I'll tell you what.
And there's George. Steve.
Justin spent 3 days at their house, and they're the most hospitable people I've ever been around. They're great.
Wow.
And she's making Dave great again.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys something right here in
That's
front
why
of
he's got a spring in his step right there.
I'll tell you something in front of YouTube and everybody. David Gardner is a spoiled man. He's spoiled. So, anyways, Jamie Gentile says loose screws on scope rings almost took me out of a tournament. A few good guys in 10 minutes finished 7th. So yes, Dave Gardner has pointed that out in a video. Before he goes to a match, he checks his torques on all of his screws on his rifle before he goes, because things can change. Also, I said practice in the wind. Practice in different climates also. Temperature will affect you a lot. You shoot today and it's 70 degrees and you shoot tomorrow and it's 50 degrees, guess what? You're going to shoot different. So there's another hello, Miss Gardner from Jamie Gentile.
Roy's grandson.
Vanessa Kitty said, could I enter spot the Robo Dog carrying a firearm in a competition? Spot could have a weapon pretty still. Yeah, well, I'd like to have somebody shoot for me. Just to help me win. And Chippo Outdoors says, I'm my worst critic watching myself shoot. Yep, I get it. I do. When I make a mistake, I know right then what I done. So
Here's Crafty Fireman saying hello to Miss Gardner again, but this may be Shifty Fireman. You got to watch him here.
yeah. So anyways, I think Justin, you got anything you want to add about how you hold your rifles?
Yeah, so that's a pretty deep topic, but normally the lighter a firearm with the heavier of it. Normally light guns have heavy triggers, like sporter weights. So you have to hold them a little tighter because of that weight of the trigger. Free recoil is probably the most consistent way to shoot a rifle. From a hunting application, everybody's been told to, have real low center bore scope height with low rings. Most unlimited guns have real tall rings. It keeps your cheek off the stock. Takes a lot of that human air out. So if you're having a problem with putting too much cheek pressure on, switch to a little bit higher ring. That'll get that cheek off the stock a little bit. And like Chad said, videoing yourself is one of the best ways of seeing what you're doing wrong. Maybe maybe it's your follow through or just your stance. Maybe how you're sitting at the bench could be the thing. The height of your chair could be a number of things. But one good way to find out if you're shooting your setup is right or not is to let somebody else shoot your gun and see what kind of results they get. If they don't seem to have no problem, then try to get them to help you find out what's going on. And me and Chad do that a lot. A lot of the guys at the range, get you a mentor to help you out. You can find a problem sometimes pretty quick. Just a different set of eyes, can find your problem. But if you're shooting quality ammo and still having flyers, it's most likely the setup. I would imagine.
Yep.
Oh, what's this?
Hillbilly says, now I see the lady that makes Dave into Super Dave.
There you go.
And Everything 22 says, has anyone experienced with using their middle finger as opposed to their index finger for your trigger finger? He says, I know, funny question. Well,
At every match.
No, people have to adapt,
Yeah.
I don't mean to put him on the spot, but look at George. George, you're in a wheelchair and you have a handicap, but man, you're a fine shooter. You adapt and you overcome, and that's
Absolutely.
one of the reasons I enjoy watching you shoot so much. People that's in that situation, they could lay down and quit, but you gotta find what works for you. You got to keep pushing forward.
There you go.
Guys, watch Benchrest Marksman from Australia.
Yep.
We have no excuse.
Yep.
That man is awesome.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
That's exactly right.
From Australia, he don't have no arms. He still shoots.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he shoots really well.
And
He's
really
learned
well.
how to deal with it.
Yeah.
TJ Fishing says, yeah, the middle finger to rapid fire 303. So
Some people have hand injuries and have numbness in their fingertip or something. Using a different finger.
Those guys with the speakers, and they got them at
You may have to
Walmart.
do that.
They just plug them right in here, see?
I'm gonna go back to Justin's comment about taking pictures. I'd hate to see that guy's phone library, because when he finds his setting on his scope, he takes a picture of it.
On the iron sights.
When he finds his setting on his iron sights, he takes a picture of it. He's constantly taking pictures so that he can reference his phone for that information.
That's not why I take pictures. I take pictures because there's characters I shoot with that'll play with my scope.
Yeah.
All right, so Hasbro, do you want to hang around to do a side check call out? I know you said you got.
Yeah, why don't we do that real quick, and then I need to get to bed. I got to hit the road.
All right. So go ahead and tell us what you want to type in there, Hasbro.
Well, let's see. How about this? Since you guys were just there,
He's cheating.
we'll do in Super Dave.
Super Dave.
Okay, you can come
No, I
back.
think I'm, which was my next.
He's just going to call everybody out so they recognize. And there's a lot of people on tonight. 40 some.
Well,
Just
look
me.
at that. I'm the first one and in the side chat and in
Oh, go
Wow.
figure.
in the panel, too. How about that?
How'd that happen?
Isn't that amazing?
Miracle.
Steve is in the panel and on the side chat as well. He's in there twice, in fact. Good job, Steve. I don't know how you do that. Every week, your comments come in twice.
He's on two
Jamie
channels.
Don't know.
well, he didn't think Dave is super, but he's there. Dave Gardner is with us. Chad is with us. Jay Crow, welcome. Tommy 22, good to see you out there, brother. Chips, Mohi 303. I'm going to see you in the morning, brother. Rustic Rimfire is with us. Jeff Taylor 7041. Hillbilly up. Good to see you, Hillbilly. Dale Pogue is with us. Jay Delta in the panel and on the side chat. DJ Fishing from Australia. Good day, mate. Boomstick, Mark 5. You know, this isn't like Miss Piggy or whatever his other titles are. We got regular Boomstick this week. John Taylor, 806. Crafty Fireman, good to see you with us. KDF 1955. Super Dave, good to see you. Steve from the Hide, good to see you out there too. Let's see, George with us and in the panel. Rustic Rimfire says, yeah, everybody hit that like button. That'll help Chad and the channel out quite a bit. Jose Rose, P8W, good to see you. Surrender Park, Mike Conley, 3251, and Boathead 9136. And I think we hit the
A
bottom.
lot of people. Thank you all for coming in and joining us tonight and listening to what we got to talk about. I always tell you guys that we don't claim to be professional. We're just sitting here sharing our experiences with you. And all of us here has got a little experience on the bench. So some of us more than others. Some of us a lot more than others, Dave. So we are getting close to the 1 hour mark. So Justin, do you want to share a little bit about your experiences up in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
I hate to, but let me exit
I'm
stage.
sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
Hasbro needs to go. He's got early travels in the morning, so he's jumping out. So everybody say good night, Hasbro.
Good night, all.
That has, bro.
I'll
Good night,
listen in
Hasbro.
as long as I can stay awake. We'll see
Good
you
luck
all.
tomorrow.
Now we can talk about him.
Go ahead.
Good luck tomorrow, Hasbro. All right, so yeah, we went to Pennsylvania last weekend and visited with Dave, and we got a tour of his home range that he shoots at, and he showed us a couple of his fishing spots. And let's see here, we went to Euro Optics. That was a pretty good experience. 35,000 square foot gun shop, so that was pretty neat. But the main reason for the trip was to try to pick his brain and learn some of his secrets on building a rifle. So that was the main objective, and we rebarreled one of his Voodoo single shots with a Douglas barrel, and after it's all said and done, it followed me home. So I talked him into selling it to me. It was a real good trip.
Yeah, it's kind of cool that Justin got to have his first build and he can take it home with him and keep it and tell everybody this was my first build. And
Hopefully it shoots good.
yeah, I just I can't say enough how hospitable Dave and his wife was. You know, they cooked for us. Dave took us out to lunch one day. breakfast. He had his buddies bring over some coffee and donuts and some egg McMuffins, and we didn't go hungry while we was there. And of course,
No.
y'all saw last Friday on the live, Dave walks in with a big old box of grab bag chips and a bowls of party mix, and like I think he thought we was hungry when we got up there. So I don't know, but we drove up there in 8.5 hours. On the way up, I drove.
Oh,
On the way
gosh.
back, Justin drove, and it took us 11.5 hours. I don't know what was up with that. I mean, going downhill, you think we'd go faster, but we did get held up in an accident, and there was a lot more traffic on the road coming back. So I ended up taking a vacation day Monday to recuperate because if you don't know, I leave out early on Monday mornings to go to my job. I leave out like 3:30 in the morning, and I didn't get home till 11:30 at night. So I was like, yeah, I'm not getting up at 3:30 and leaving in the morning. So I took a vacation day to recuperate, and what I brought home with me is sitting right here behind me, a BSA martini, and I took advantage of that on Monday while I was off. I went to the range and shot it, and it shot pretty good for it to be a windy day. So Mike Conley says, "Hey Dave, going to Prairie, Mississippi to shoot indoors in a PSL next weekend. Have you ever shot down there? Any tips for there?"
Try to favor the middle.
Favor the middle.
I think Brock will be down there too.
Yeah, I think Brock Leather Action 22 is going to be down there too, Mike.
Dave will be down there in March.
I wanted to go, but nobody will go. Now my guy in March may be conking out.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's too far for me to drive one way, you know.
By yourself.
Mike Brock will be easy to find. He's got a flaming rifle. So last year here at my hometown, we done a little meet and greet, and we had Rimfire Dave, we had Hasbro, we had Elijah, we had Brennan, Hasbro's nephew, which started a YouTube, and that's as far as it went. I keep getting on to him because he's not making any videos, but I had Justin there. Who else did we have? Is that it?
That's it, I think.
YouTuber, that was it.
Yeah, Dave and Hasbro and Elijah.
But we had a blast. So Dave came into town on Thursday, and we hung out, went to dinner. Friday, we went to the range and shot, and it was just me and him because he was the only one in town at that point. Unfortunately, when we done this last year, it was so hot.
Oh.
Dave got down on me. I thought I was going to take him to the emergency room. And anyways, he went to the hotel room, cooled off, got to feeling better, and we had a good rest of the weekend. So the way this went down is he came to town Thursday. We went out and ate. Friday, we shot around to range, got things set up for the rest of the week. Actually, no, we didn't because we did Justin's range that time. So we just shot around Friday and hung out. And Saturday, we met at Justin's range because it was a private location. And that is where we shot and done videos. We done the Savage against Savage with Hasbro and Elijah. We done a center fire against each other. We shot Hasbro's black powder rifle, flintlock. We had a really good time. So we decided we were going to do an annual meetup, and this is by invitation only. So pay attention. If you've received an email from me and you are invited, then you can show up. Thursday, we'll go to dinner. Friday, we'll shoot for fun, hang out, and we'll get set up for Saturday. Saturday will be a closed range. and we got a few little competitions set up amongst us YouTubers. And the reason the range is closed is because we'll be doing videos and getting some content out for our viewers on that Saturday. Now, same as last year, Sunday we open it up to the public and our club, and we will have our normal USBR shoot, and there will be door prizes. Dave made a trip today to Protector, and he has some cool stuff from Protector that's going to be given away as door prizes at the Sunday match. And there will be some other prizes donated before that time gets here. But we are looking at that public shoot. The Sunday will be April the 26th. So if anybody would like to come on the 26th and shoot USBR, come down and shoot with us, because I have invited a larger crowd of YouTubers this year. So this may be your opportunity to come and shoot a match and also meet some of these fine guys that get on here and talk to you every week. Or maybe they're not on here. Maybe it's some people like that you support their channel, because we've got probably 20 some people that we've invited. Now, not all those people will be able to make it, I understand, but I just wanted to announce that tonight, that that is coming up in April, and hopefully the weather's not as hot, so Dave don't get down on me. But we're looking for a good time. Dave, I know, is already excited. He's talking it up. He's already out getting prizes to give away. Jose, he's excited. And we're going to get a couple of our range members to volunteer to help us out with a cookout, lunch, and dinner, and help us get that stuff ready while everybody's doing their shooting and stuff like that. So, Justin, you got anything you want to add about that special event?
The door prizes will normally, like, for every entry for a rifle, you get a ticket for a door prize. It's normally how we do door prizes. Not sure how we'll do this one. Depends on amount of prizes, I guess.
Yeah. So for every entry, you get a ticket, and we'll draw for door prizes. And
you don't have to win the match to win a door prize.
And listen, if you just want to come out and meet us or meet some of these guys, maybe it's not me that you want to meet, I will have some Kentucky Rimfire t-shirts there for sale. If you just want to come and hang out, we always do a 50-50 drawing too. So everybody buys a 50-50 ticket, and whenever we're done collecting tickets, whatever's in the pot, we'll draw a name and we'll split it in half. And usually at these big events, there's a pretty good little payout on the 50-50. I mean, you ain't gonna break the bank or anything, but it'd be cool to win a little bit of money. So anyways,
gas money or something.
Yeah, so just come hang out and play the 50-50 if that's all you want to do. Just get the chance to meet these people. So Mike Connolly come and shot with us at our big memorial match. I'm sure if he's available, he'll come back and shoot with us again. There's, like I said, there's a bunch of them that we've invited, and hopefully most of them can make it. I've already got a few that says it ain't going to work out for them. But also, UBR, Hasbro has a video dropping tomorrow that is of the first UBR shoot of this year. And you guys go check out that video and get an idea of how these matches work. And get involved. George and Danny has put the effort forth to create this match and these targets and make them available to us. And the cool thing about this is George created a Facebook page. You can shoot these targets, and it's a 4-card match is what we've been doing, but George says you can have a 4-card or a 5-card or a 6-card. That's up to you. But whatever your scores are, George is going to record them and you can go and look and see how you stack up against other people all over. And that's why I got involved, because I got some range members that shoot dedicatedly at my range, but they're not going to travel and go anywhere else. So this is the opportunity for them to shoot and see how they stack up against other clubs or other shooters. And it's a fun target, and you can shoot a 4-card match in less than a box of ammo. That's also cool. So, George, you want to add anything on the UBR, or have you decided anything on the new classes, or were they going to be new classes? You're muted.
I was eating a cookie. I didn't think y'all wanted to hear that. As far as classes go, the nays have it right now. Don't change anything. It may change later on. I don't know. We'll let it run a little while longer, see how everything goes. But right now, we're just staying with what we got, because everybody seems to like just the way things are.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I am too. Just to get out and try it. If you're going to start shooting Benchrest, this is probably the easiest target you'll ever start Benchrest on, in my opinion, anyway.
Guys, with that first match we had, there's factory class, there's custom class, and there's unlimited class, and they kind of stack up in that order with rifles. The high score of the day was custom class. It wasn't unlimited, which there was more shooters in custom class, but it's possible for factory class to set the high score for the day.
Right, and you can shoot. You can always go up a class.
You can class up, yeah.
Yeah. You can always your factory rifle can shoot unlimited.
Mm-hmm. So, and that was brought up today. So, one of the guys that didn't come to my match on the first, he has a Winchester 52, but he likes shooting it off a one-piece rest, and he thought he couldn't do that. Well, yeah, you can, but you have to shoot it in the unlimited class, because that's the only class that allows a one-piece. So the next match we have, he'll be there.
Good deal.
So, it was a really, really fun shoot, and not only do you have to go off your high score, but if you are there and shoot every match versus somebody that just comes every now and then, your overall ag at the end of the year is going to be higher. Am I right, George?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get closer to, we have a shooter of the year. So the more points you got, the better.
So
absolutely.
It's a really fun target, and I've had some people say that it looks too easy. I'm going to tell you something.
You can miss.
You can miss. And
it's a big 10, but it's easy to miss.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's the 11 is what makes it different.
Yep.
Getting that 11, because you can make up a bad shot. If you drop to a 9 ring, say, and your next shot's an 11, you've made that up. It's a good target. It's a really good target.
Yep. So and people get discouraged after that first card. It's like, man, he cleaned my clock on that card. Well, don't quit. You got 3 more cards. Things can change.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah, it ain't over till it's over.
That's right.
So Roy is leaving us. Good night, Roy. Again, it was a pleasure spending time with you, and I look forward to seeing you again in April.
Good night, Roy.
All right, so it's about 10 after. Let's go around the room. By the time we get that done, we probably bring this thing to a close. So, J Delta, unmute your microphone first.
Do you say what? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I got a video coming out tomorrow. I couldn't wait. After I shot that semi-auto, it was no bueno. And I got a video coming out tomorrow morning, so watch out for that. Total difference. If you watch the video that came out yesterday, I think, or the day before yesterday, and you watch this one, same rifle. The only two things I changed was the torque on the action screws. On the first video, there were 40. On this one, is 31, and a different lot of ammo with SK semi-auto. And then I got another video coming up on Monday. I think it's with the CZ. And then to remind people, I say thank you for the support to the channel and reminding them that we're giving out some prizes. When we hit that 1,000, got a brand new scope we're going to be giving away. It's Athlon Argos BTR Gen 2, 8-34. And got some ammo cans. They're silver coated and other prices. So appreciate you having me here tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Glad you're here, buddy. Yeah, Jeff, go to UBR Rimfire, and I think George has a post on there that has Danny's contact information. That's who you will want to contact to order your targets. Steve, what you got coming up?
We went shooting Tuesday and did a short introduction of my brother's latest rifle, the Soul 150. And got a video shooting the Elf on a Shelf target with that one. Shot Minnesota Mike's make iron sights great again with a rifle. I've got a Stevens rifle with buckhorn sights, and a couple more videos. Be rolling out probably about 2 videos a week. And long as everything works out the way we planned, we're going to go shoot again next Tuesday and try to get a little more content. And thanks a lot for having me tonight. I would like to encourage anybody that's on the fence about UBR, go shoot it. It's an absolute blast. You'll enjoy it.
So, George.
I ain't got a whole lot of nothing coming up. I got a new purchase. Hopefully, we'll see. That'll be awesome. You guys will get a kick out of that.
Spill the beans.
But
Spill the beans.
No. I do got one thing to say. I ain't got a lot coming up because weather and shit. You know, I ain't gonna be shooting a lot. I don't think. Maybe I will. We'll see. But on the input on rifles we was talking about earlier, if you can move your gun pulling the trigger, get plumb away from your gun, if you can take your finger and move your gun before that trigger snaps, you're hurting yourself bad. And I see
bags.
Well, you got a problem with a heavy trigger.
Yeah.
Heavy triggers, man, will ruin you. So anyway, that's one of the best things you could ever spend money on is a trigger upgrade. And as far as putting input on the rifle, the more you touch a rifle, the more human error is introduced. The less you can touch it, the better. Free recoil is the way to go. Go on to Justin. I'm done.
Justin, what you got coming up, buddy?
Probably won't get a shoot. Maybe Sunday. I think it's gonna be cold, but I got to work in the morning. Well, all day tomorrow. So that's about it. I think about all the videos I have with Chad are already out. That's about it, I guess. I got that new Voodoo. Hopefully get it to the range pretty soon and do barrel break in and see how it's going to shoot. Got to get a scope on it and get it ready for the range.
Dave, what you got coming up, buddy? Tell us about these travels you're going to be making here.
Oh, my. Well, they all know I got to deliver a rifle to the big guy one day coming up. And then I made a purchase of 52 I got to pick up or two, and then I bought a couple target scopes I got to pick up in the next 2 weeks. So every one of them is over a day drive, and now I got to start building a stock for a Savage, and so I got to get that done. Plus, I got to finish this rifle for this other guy. I'm waiting for the barrel to get here. He hasn't brought me anything, and I promised him I would do it this year. So unless he can't get an action, that's the holdup. He was thinking about a voodoo, but I haven't heard nothing. So if that gets canceled, I'll be able to start that Savage. Other than that, I'm just going to sit around and relax.
All right. So I don't even know what's in the queue. We still got plenty of videos coming out there queued, scheduled all the way up into February. So just stay tuned to the channel. I will say this. We are getting close to 1,500 subscribers, and I promise that when we hit 1,500 subscribers, we will do a giveaway on the very next live stream. So it'll be on a Friday night, and that giveaway will be a scope. I got a few scopes that I'm reviewing, and I will pick one of those once I'm finished with my reviews. Whoever wins the drawing will get the scope. And I got one in mind because the one I finished up reviewing today, I really like it. And I really think that someone else would like it. But now it's not a Benchrest scope. It would be for more like a hunting application. But for a 3 to 12, it's a really nice scope. And I put it through its paces. I put it on top of a 308 and hit withheld the 308. And it is crystal clear and anti-fog, waterproof. I couldn't find anything about it that I don't like. So that will probably be what I give away, but I won't say for sure until I know for sure. But it's going to be a scope, I'll tell you that. So when we hit 1,500 subscribers, we're giving away a scope. Now, February, I think it's the 27th. Let me look at my calendar real quick. February 27th. February 27th will be our 50th Let's Talk Benchrest with Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. And with the help of others, we will do a complete show that night of prizes. We're going to be spinning the wheel and giving away prizes. And we'll have a keyword for you to type into the side chat that night. And we'll spin the wheel, and we'll keep spinning the wheel till all the prizes are gone. I hope to have enough prizes to be giving stuff away for the entire hour and a half. And that's just to celebrate 50 shows. When I started this, Hillbilly contacted me and asked me to do it. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Well, he talked me into it. He even loaned me his StreamYard for a while, but I've got my own StreamYard now that he's taught me how to use it. I branched out and got my own, but I really thought when he talked me into doing this that it would be a fail, but it has been a success. And just like today, Daryl Gibbs, he wanted us to talk about something, and that's what we did. So if you guys in the side chat have something that you want us to make mention of on a show or talk about, let us know what it is. And so I said to Mike Conley, the USBR match will be Sunday, April the 26th, the day before mine and Brock's birthday. So bring gifts. And he says, I'll bring my belt. All right, then. Well, man, I appreciate everybody in the side chat. I appreciate all you panelists for making this show go down. It's always a success with you guys. But we'll just end the show with saying good night, everybody, and come back next week.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.